Welcome in and welcome back, Divine Infinite Light Beings. I had got a message last night, and it's funny because I was sitting here getting ready to deliver the message to the collective, the Divine Infinite Light Beings, and I started messing with the incense, and the dust fell, and that was part of the message that I had got last night because I was just relaxing and everything, and when I came back I started not at my desk, and I was telling myself that I need to get back right, Ashe, but I was telling myself, like, and I don't know why I said this, but then I do know why I said this. I was saying that I don't want to go over there because it's too dusty and it has a lot of cobwebs. And I know I was telling myself a lie because it's not, it may be dusty, but it's not dirty. And there is no fucking cobwebs to be found, Ashe. And so I just questioned myself as to why I said that it would be cobwebs, spider webs, and in that instant when I questioned myself, I got a feminine energy, a masculine energy, as to where they feel like, their juice box. I'm gonna just put it that way. Their juice box, your juice box, Ashe, is full of cobwebs. Your wand has cobwebs, confirmation, wrapped all around it, right? Confirmation. And so that's what I was getting when I got cobwebs, right? Somebody feels like they're tired of being abstinence, not using your kundalini energy as often as you would like to use it. Ashe, whether you be a feminine energy or a masculine energy, and you just like in the energy of ready to of being ready to release is what I'm getting, Ashe, because you've been abstinence with 911. It's emergency that you begin to release because confirmation, because you've been abstinence for so long. And if you have not been abstinence, you've only indulged every now and then, right? It's not no, everyday thing. It's not no twice a week thing. It's not no you know every 2 weeks thing. It could go from 5 months, it could go from 6 months, it could go to a year, it could go from 4 months. You know how long you go, Ashe, when you do deal with this certain energy. So it's another energy coming into play, is what Spirit is saying. And this energy, Ashe, Spirit is saying, is a promiscuous energy, right? A very promiscuous energy. So you could have started out as just friends with benefits. You could have started out as a sneaky link, a side piece, a sister wife type situation type thing. Yeah, but okay, bring it back, Spirit. I invoke the permission to tap into the energies of the collective in this present moment. Bring it back, Spirit. Bring it back. These energies, right? Only pop up every once in a while. Like for those who are indulging, right? These energies that you indulge with, right? And I'm not saying that it's more than one energy. It could be. You know what you do. You know what you do, and whatever you do is what you do. You feel me? Like it's given that. It's given. It's just given. Like your business is your business, right? That type energy. I'm just looking in. I'm just bringing out some messages, right? Don't want nobody to get offended, right? Um, but these energies, these energies, very promiscuous energies, right? Started out as I don't want nothing more than sex. This is how these confirmation. This is how these energies view um, the outlook on the energy of um, sex, right? They view it as just sex, Ashe, right? Well, at first, this is how they were viewing it with you, Ashe, right? And in the beginning, y'all started out fucking like rabbits, right? Fucking like rabbits, right? Like, I mean, it just didn't hop into fucking like rabbits. Y'all came to this kind of agreement that whatever y'all came to, the agreement is what y'all came to, right? But in the midst of y'all coming to this agreement, there was one point in time that y'all was fucking like rabbits, right? And all of a sudden it just stopped, and then it became a 6-month thing, a 2-month thing, a 4-month thing, every once in a blue moon type of thing, or maybe even during the full moon type of thing, when the cycles were changing, when the earth was turning, that type of shit. Confirmation. But Spirit is saying because these energies caught feelings. They weren't trying to caught feelings. They weren't supposed to catch feelings. They had boundaries up. They had guards up. They had brick walls up. They had built bridges, that they didn't want you to cross, and all type of shit, right? And so, this is why Spirit is saying it became a every once in a while thing. Because every time they dipped into your Kool-Aid, right? Every time they pulled that wand up out of your dipping stick, right? Every time they pulled that dipping stick up out of your powder, right? Y'all get what I'm saying? It was a sensation that they had never felt before with anyone else, right? Not knowing that they were receiving your Kundalini healing energy, right? Y'all had never discussed it, right? You never took it to that level, right? Because it wasn't supposed to go to that level. Ashe, it was just supposed to stay on this mundane type of level where y'all was just getting what y'all needed to get, and that was it, right? So this person that was not trying to catch feelings, because you caught feeling, having that type of interaction, it is hard not to catch feelings when you are throwing emotion in there with Kundalini energy, and you are exchanging that type of sacred and scarred energy. You're gonna catch feelings. It is what it is. It's gonna be what it's gonna be, and it's gonna ride out how the fuck it's gonna ride out. And you was not resisting it. You wasn't resisting it, Ashe. But this energy was. These energies were, Ashe. And that is the reason why they tried to be in so much control as to portioning it out. Because they know every time they stick into your powder, or every time they pulled they taco off of your, you know, your wine, Ashe. They were catching feelings. They were falling in love. And see, remember, Spirit said they looked at sex as just sex because they were so promiscuous and hurt and beat up and bruised that they took the whole scenario of love out of the situation and just used the sex part, right? To get what they needed, to get off, right? And at first it started out with, you know, them just getting a nut, right? Them just getting a nut, not giving a fuck if you got a nut or not. They didn't care. That wasn't the goal. That wasn't um, the job set at hand. The job set at hand was for them to be pleasured and get their pleasure and go about their business, right? In the beginning. But then it started to where, you know, as time went on and they started portioning it out and everything, right? They started wanting you to get your pleasures, right? They started wanting to see the reactions, the movements, the motions, the sounds, the whatever they were looking for in the moment, Ashe, to figure out how the fuck you make them feel the way you make them feel in that moment. And even after it's done, it's like they're rejuvenated, they're energized, they um, do want to relax afterwards, but it gives them some type of motivation, some energy. It inspires them, it heals them, it loves on them, Ashe. And so this is what they were resisting, Ashe, but this is what turned out to, they found out, um, they came to realize that they couldn't resist it. And this is why um, they portion it out. This is why you feel like, you know, you're not getting enough because they're scared to give you more, because they're scared to get involved with their emotions because they're emotionally immature. Ashe, they don't know how to take it there. They don't, and if they do know how to take it there, they're afraid to take it there. You understand what Spirit is saying? So they're emotionally immature. They don't want to throw any emotions in it. That's why they portion. Ooh, ooh. 1 second.